For those of you who are on YouTube Live, kindly hold on for a minute. We are awaiting for the speaker's presence. I'm not sure what's happening to him. he, I called him. He's not even lifting the phone, and I think he's trying to get into the system. Dear participants, sincere apologies for the delay. Please hold on for a moment.
No problem, no problem, no problem. We'll wait.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he is Dr. Suresh, are you here?
Ask him to unmute.
Yeah, Dr. Suresh, you can unmute yourself and also put the video on. Dr. Suresh, can you hear us? Please unmute yourself. Dr. Suresh, can you hear us? He's gone again. So probably he's trying to log in again.
Okay. Oh. There he is.
Yeah, Dr. Suresh, I think there you are. Can you hear us, Dr. Suresh?
Sir, please unmute yourself, sir, please. Sir, please unmute.
Yes. Dr. Suresh, we can, again, it's going. Yeah, once you're unmuting and again it's on.
You can unmute.
Just click on the button, Dr. Suresh.
Just unmute.
Yeah. Yes, Dr. Suresh, that is correct. That's correct. Yes. Yeah, okay. Can you present your video?
No problem, sir. Just can I start, sir, or just?
Okay, you're there. Okay, thank you. So let me introduce. A good evening to all of you, friends, and sincere apologies for the delay. I'm sure our speaker has some technical glitches. So anyway, better late than never, as they say. Thank you for your patient waiting. Today, we are indeed happy, and we know that the last almost 2 years, the pandemic that is creating the havoc in all our personal lives. And so, especially being educational institutions, Andhra Loyola College is situated in Vijayawada, but we have another prestigious Andhra Loyola Institute of Engineering and Technology. So this is another technical institute that is placed in the same campus. Along with that, we also have Youth Empowering Service Jesuits Center for Excellence, SJ, another small baby that is growing up, gearing itself towards the development and empowerment of young people. So in collaboration with Andhra Loyola Institute of Engineering and Technology, SJ brings out these series of talks. We call them as SJ's Wellness Series. And we are interested in the holistic development of our students and the staff and those people who are dear in their lives. So that is our family members and others. So we are indeed to start off today with these series of talks. And the first talk today we have, we titled it as COVID-19, the negative impacts on students and a way forward. And I'm delighted to introduce the director of Andhra Loyola College Institute of Engineering and Technology, the director, Father Francis Xavier. Father Dr. Francis Xavier holds a PhD in chemistry, and he has been a principal in a couple of prestigious institutions of Loyola Society. Loyola Academy in Secunderabad, Hyderabad, and Andhra Loyola College here in Vijayawada, and now he currently leads Andhra Loyola Institute of Engineering and Technology. Father Francis Xavier, we are delighted that you are able to be present with us in spite of your busy schedule, and you're able to give us greetings and best wishes and your blessings. May I invite you, Father Francis Xavier.
Thank you, Father Balakumar, for the nice introduction. In fact, when the pandemic played a havoc last year, and once again, of course, it showed its ugly head this year. I was just wondering what exactly we could do for the young people. In fact, each one has a family. Older people go to their workplace, come back home, and they are at home with their family. But then, the young people are a bundle of energy. And they have to be, of course, moving around, be found in the company of their own friends. But then for the past 2 years, for several months, they have been watching a small screen, sitting down the whole day, listening to the lectures. And in the evening, when that is over, when they are supposed to be playing, going outside and having fun with their own friends, once again, they are obliged to be homebound because of the prevailing condition outside. And therefore, I thought, what can be done to them from the point of view of psychology? And hence, when I was talking to Father Balakumar, he was very willing and very glad to oblige us with a series of talks, not only about pandemic, also about the general topics. And I'm therefore very, very happy that Father Balakumar obliged us. And together we are launching this program of series of webinars. And I welcome our speaker today, because without whom we will not have anything today at all. So my welcome to Dr. V Suresh Babu. And sir, we are very, very eager to listen to you, sir, because the young people are the ones who are most affected during this pandemic. Therefore, kindly tell us what exactly that one could do during this pandemic time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Father Francis Xavier, for your greetings and wishes and expressing your sentiments of hope for our welfare of our students. So it's my time to introduce our today's speaker, and let me take a couple of minutes to introduce him to all of you. Dr. Suresh Babu is a psychologist, and he is a management trainer, a clinical hypnotherapist, a neuro-linguistic programming master trainer, and Andhra Pradesh Psychologists Association president. So he has done his studies, as you know by now, in psychology as a doctorate. He's one of the best psychologists in both Telugu states, and he is one of the best motivation trainer in South India. He has been counseling for more than 1.5 decades. We established a counseling center called the Sneha Counseling and Mind Therapy Center, aiming towards psychological, mental, and emotional well-being of the needy people. So, as I said, he's the trainer, resource person, and psychologist in various departments like police department, RTC, Rajiv Vidya Mission, jails, Sentinel, and women welfare associations, and Vikram Simhapuri University, etc. So he has been engaged in this wonderful work of trying to help people to enjoy emotional health. So his great work in psychology and social work has made him to receive a Mano Vaidya Ratna Award. He also received various state-level awards from Vikram Simhapuri University, Abhaya Rehabilitation, Sruja Organization, Srujana Organization, Sun Organization, Lions Club, Rotary Club, Jana, and Vignana Vedika. So, dear sir, we are extremely happy that you are here with us, and thank you for taking your time out and being with us in motivating our young people today. All the best, and the platform is all yours.
Yeah. Yes, a happy evening to all. Happy evening. First of all, I'm thankful to Andhra Loyola Institute of Engineering and Technology, Youth Empowering Services, G Suits, especially this webinar. It's a wonderful, useful webinar they conducted. And it's a good, wonderful time. It's the evening. Evening is a pleasant time. I'm thankful to Director, Andhra Loyola Institute of Engineering and Technology, Father Dr. Francis Xavier. I'm really appreciate him because it's a wonderful college. I know not only every Telugu people, they know wonderful college. Loyola has wonderful discipline and wonderful communication ability, and everything is there because many people many people come out and different areas they are settled. It's a wonderful college, and same as well as I would like to thanks to a founder, director, and counseling psychologist of Youth Empowering Service, GeoSuits, Father Bala Bolineni. He's a wonderful person. He's an enthusiast about psychology concepts and social service. I'm very happy. And I would like to thanks to Principal, dear Om Mahesh Garu sir. Really, I'm happy. And same as well as beloved Dr. Krishna Rao sir is a counseling psychologist. It's a team, wonderful team. This webinar, I hope it is 100% useful webinar. No chance, no need to. Just you have to until ending of this program. I will explain the secret of the easily relaxation techniques and everything. I will be as a neuro-linguistic program master trainer and a clinical hypnotherapist. I will explain some practical evidences which will be benefit to you. Today our topic that negative impact on students and way forward COVID-19. Actually, everybody has faced directly or indirectly, every family has faced disturbances of these COVID effects. Not only for students, parents, whatever, whoever it may be. The unexpected of outbreak of coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic has affected almost of every sector, including higher educational institutions around the globe. Huge spread of the COVID-19 due to the closure of all academic institutions across the country. We lost all the aspects, not only of education sector, business, trading, commercial, health, everything lost. Many families, many persons, they are disturbed, especially our student group. They also very troubled. They can't express or they can't these type of problems. Some sees, first of all, as a psychologist, some C's can be damaged and changed, and it have to rectified, or you have to observe some C's will be eliminated in our life. What about some C's? First of all, cell phone. Cell phone limitation is good, or utilizing a limited time is good. But more than 8 hours or 10 hours, it is very problem. It make anxiety levels. It can be increased anxiety problem. That's why a limitation of cell phone. The first to C. It's very important to holding that C's cell phone. Next, cinemas and carelessness, cable TV, cigarettes, or that means cigarette drinking or some chatting. These are some disturbances of, especially on the youth and students. They have some problems. Some sees which see he will be problem. He or she identify, and he will be recognized and he remove. I observed many disturbances, negative impact on the students, and way forward. There are many changes in behavior of students of negative impact, irritability. I observed the irritation. Most of the students and I think teenagers or young people, irritable communication in this time, in these 2 years. It's a very difficult time. It is a very problematic time. Everywhere, the surroundings are not proper. The environment is not proper. It is mixing with of the some problematic virus. That's why. What are the changes? I observed that as a psychologist. I observed that irritability concepts, irritability behavior, angry, anger is one of the concept of this pandemic time. Anger. I think how it is because their hormones are fluctuated. Their hormones are disturbed because their lifestyle is their routine system. Everything is changed because this pandemic. Everything is closed. Even higher education, schools, colleges, everything is closed. That's why. What about the students and what about the youth? And hostile character. Hostile characters means reverse character, opposition character. Sometimes the parents they move the communication. They are against. In this time, I observed many cases, so many cases, because my child, my son, my daughter, she can't listen my word. She is not interesting upon me. Why she is hesitate? These type of counselings will come, and same as well as lack of tolerance. I observed the lack of tolerance because these are the changes, especially we change. These changes can be observed as a behavior problem. First of all, assess. There is a psychology concept, SWOT analysis, SWOT. Everybody knows. S for strengths. You write all the strengths. What are your strengths? Right now or future? You write your strengths. You write all the strengths. If your height is good, that is your strength. If you are in color, height, then you write that strength. If your parents are support, it's a strength. You are studying in Loyola College, it is a strength. You write all the strengths. Next, W for weakness. You applicable all the weakness. What are the weaknesses? Sir, in this time, in this pandemic time, I have headaches, sir. Focus, not focused, lack of memory, whatever it may be. You write all the weaknesses and how to rectify that weaknesses and how to overcome the weaknesses, dear friends. And same as well as W for weaknesses and O for opportunities. Many opportunities. This webinar also one of the wonderful opportunity. I'm really thanks to founder, director, counseling psychologist Father Bala Bolineni. He's an excellent. He promoted this type of concept for youth because youth have a wonderful power. They have abilities. They have skill. They have knowledge. Everything they have. He observed how to hold the youth. That's why these type of webinar. Being I'm a psychologist. I'm senior psychologist. I have been doing this counseling past 20 years. I'm a senior psychologist, a clinical hypnotherapist. I observed thousands of cases. But first of all, I am interested to express the uses of counselings and counselors and psychologists. Mostly our country, especially India and sophisticated countries, no problem. But third world country, that means a recently developed country, they have very problem. What about the problem? Stigma. In some counseling center, they are moving. They went to counseling center means they have some stigma. Somebody, they have to some stigma. Some complexes. They're not interesting. Go for counseling. Even he have some problem. He have some defect or whatever it may be. He can't recognize his problem. That is the major problem. He can't recognize his problem. Stigma, social stigma, some complexes. Everything, but remaining all the medical aspects and all the wings are developed. But these psychological and mental awarenesses, counseling centers, psychiatry centers are not properly developed because so many stigma and different problems of in our country. And I observed in this pandemic time, changes in mental and psychological issues, number of cases, number of even OCD. I observed that the OCD means obsessive compulsion disorder. What about obsessions? Obsessions and compulsions. Obsessions means repeated. What about my life? What about coronavirus? When it gone? What about my problem? How many times I use this type of sanitizer? This is called obsessions. Obsessions. Even somebody always using this sanitizer 20 times, 30 times without reasoning, without function. Obsessions and compulsions. The thought will be on compulsions on his nervous system and mind. And this is a one type of obsession, compulsion, disorders or occurrence of the students and the parents and whatever it may. Same anxiety, it's a problem, especially in the negative impact of the student anxiety. What about my career? What about my life? What about my future? What about my girlfriend? What about my life? There is no clarity because when it will be stopped or when this pandemic can close, nobody can know. And fears, there are some fears. In the world, as a psychologist in the world, 10,000 types of phobias are there. Among the 10,000 phobias, 300 phobias are general on the human being. But the most phobia, the highest or most peaked phobias that is called phobia of insect or phobia of that is called spiders. Most of the people they are in a panic or a fear about the spiders. Nowadays, it's a problem and fear of the everybody have problem of COVID problem, virus problem. Even you can observe. What about without taking that mask? It's a very problem. Recently, I went to quarantine center. It's a government hospital, a quarantine center. His age is 37. He used it to oxygen cylinder. But what about that? From 65 days, he used that oxygen cylinder. He has a fear. He has pretended. He has some phobia. When the oxygen cylinder is took away, my life is went. That means I want death. What about that? This is a fear of death. And panic problems. In these situations, negative impact on the students, panic problems. What about panic? Panic means highly fears and sometimes palpitation of heart palpitations. On the time, the palpitation, the sound of lub dub, it makes more than 130 times. What my life? What about my life? This is called one type of panic problem. Panic problem. Same as well as body shivering, sweating, and everything is appear in this negative impact. Same as well as depressions. What is depression? Depression means previous years I am very happy. Last year I am very happy. 2018 I am very happy, but I am very disturbed of the 2020 and 2021 because the COVID. No cinema hall is there, no theaters are there, no recreation, no pub is there, no club is there. I am already stagnated. I am disturbed. The environmental is disturbed. No shops. No, this is a very problem of the students. And same as well as lack of memory. Even though those who are attacked the COVID, they have some psychological problems in their nervous system and mind problem because of memory, attention, everything it have to disturbed and weakened by the virus. That's why, dear friends, don't be afraid. And same as well as concentration. Concentration change. There is no focused attention because what about their duty? They have forget their goals. The students in this time, they have not proper focused attention. And some areas I observed anorexia nervosa and bulimia. That means eating problem. When the tension, anxiety, they are eating. And many children, many students, after 12 o'clock night, midnight or whatever, 1 o'clock, is eating something. This is one type of bulimia. That means this is one type of anxiety inside. Because what about my career, my life? What about my job, my profession? He has to very pretended about this one. Dear friends, God is given wonderful life. So life is beautiful. And same as well as I observed that the changes in the social life also. Social life is a wonderful concept. In life is one, only one life. We have one life, wonderful life. In this one life, personal life, professional life, family life, social life, and ethical life. You can understand personal, professional, family, social, ethical life. Social life is a wonderful life. But what about this right now? You can check that professional life, Is there any professional life right now? No. No education, no stream of education. There are a lot of changes. Social skills are weakness, social grooming, social contact. It's a problem to our youth and students. It's a very disturbed. And there are so many changes in the educational streams or educational changes, many educational changes, especially education system is related to the youth and our students, everything. Changes in the semester systems, changes in the result system, postponement of the examination. Even some government, some boards, some board exams, all are passed. But what about the merit? What about those who are working highly? Yes, this is very problem. They are assessing all are equal. But what about my life? Even last academic year observed, I observed a college. Even they selected for the admission of intermediate, they have to take a dip system. That means those intelligent, he's not able to enter in that college dip system. Those who are selected on that dip system, he's selected. But what about that? Dip system is a correct way to approach the knowledge. No, that's why everything is changed. And the examination pattern is changed. Dilemma state. This is dilemma state. What about when our college is promptly open? When we are physically sitting in the college? Timetable is changed. Formal education changed. The curricular system is changed. Extracurricular system is changed. Even I observed so many universities unable to make admission stream also. Why? Because many people they went to different problems. This corona problem, they attacked the corona problem. They are in the disturbances of the corona problem. Same as well as I observed negative impact on the parenting concept. So it's a really unfortunate to us because parents and elders also pretended these pandemic problems. Parents, they have some problem. Somewhere went to isolation, self-quarantine, and quarantine, hospitalized. Yes, it's unfortunate. Some student lost their parents, either father or mother or both or elders. I received many calls from the first wave and second wave. Nearly, I used to take 8,000 to 9,000 calls. I observed different calls. It's some of the agony problems, some of the disturbance problems, some lost their parents, some lost their mother or sister or brother. It's a very sadness, it's very badness, everything. That's why it's a negative impact on the parenting. Parents, even some remaining parents, what about that? Parents have a great trouble to handling their child. They are not trouble, they are not counselors, they are not psychologists. Even right now, this is the right time, the time for counselors and psychologists, very useful. Their work, their profession, everything can be help to all. I am appreciate about Andhra Loyola Institute College because they appointed a wonderful psychologist. Our Dr. G. Krishna Rao, sorry, is a good counselor and psychologist. Even I observed many colleges, they have no counselors, no psychologists. But in this college, a stream of that is a good psychologists are there appointed, and same as well as the youth empowerment service, JSUIT, the directors are everything is coincide and make some programs. I am very thanks to that. Same as well as online effects. We observed many online effects. What about online and offline? Offline is good. What about online? Right now, some students are. I observed that initially they are very happy. They are very happy initially time. Why? On the lockdown time, they used as we have 3 months leaves, 4 months leaves, 5 months holidays. But then what about that? After then it is focused on the online. Generally, classroom teaching adaptation rate is 80 to 90%. Classroom teaching adaptation is 80 to 90% rating is there. But what about online position? The rate of online is only 40 to 50% because 50% is closed. There are different reasons. What are the reasons? They said, sir, computers are not available, sir. My mobile is not properly working, sir. Laptops are cost, sir. Poor internet facilities, sir. Even I observed a thing more, even that type of online classes. Eyes are affected. Eyes are affected. The students along the hours in front of the blue screen. This is one anxiety. It can be raised the anxiety. That's why I used a technique that is called how to eliminate this anxiety because we are spending 6 hours or 8 hours or 10 hours. Our anxiety levels can be increased. Nervous system disturbance. Same as well as you can observe while we are watching our TV or electronic device, our eye cannot blink. That means our eye cannot blink. Our eye always on frozen state. That's why try to blink the eyelids. Try to blink the eyelids, because if the eyelids are blinking, our nervous system and the optical nerve can be support to you. And same as well as there is a concept of 3-3-3 anxiety rule. It's one of a useful rule. 3-3-3 anxiety rules. Just it's a we can practice that. What is 3-3-3 anxiety rules? Means it is a reduce for the anxiety rule. Everybody, those who are watching, those who are listening this webinar, please follow this 3-3-3 anxiety rule. First three represent for you listen. What to listen? First one, number one, you listen some sound. For example, the sound of cuckoo sound. Coo, coo. You listen that one. Yes, sir, I feel. That is the first one. The second one, after 30 seconds, you listen one more sound. That is water drops. Tap, 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 drops, water drop sound. Water drop is a fall down on the plate or some leaves. The sounds of rainwater sound. Tap, 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 tap sound. Just you have to listen. Or you take any sounds. It's just practical exercise to reducing the anxiety, because much more time or more time to spend on the online. For example, if you spend 6 hours on an online effect, and remaining 6 hours you enjoy, what about that? 12 hours, what about that? You are on the blue screen. You are in front of the blue screen. Even blue screen effect, futurely it is very, very disturbed. That's why this technique is very benefit for you. Yes, first one, you listen that, what about that voice? Cuckoo voice. The second voice, water drops. Raindrops. And the third one, you listen any voice. That means, for example, Jai Ho song. A.R. Rahman Jai Ho song. Jai Ho, you listen that one. Yes, if you listen that three voice, three sounds. That is first three represent for three sounds. And then you start for three limbs or three parts of your body. First of all, hand. You take the hand and shiver and wave the right hand. How I have to wave? You have to pull and wave it, shake it, up and down. Yes. And same as well as second one, leg. You can up and down. You can wave the leg. And same third part, you take the leg. You try to move front, forward, backward, up and down. And then you can relax it. You can put up your head, lift up your head, and you have to put just only 2 minutes or 1 minute. And then you will come on the present situation. You will be attend on the present situation. You are relaxed. This is called 3-3-3 relaxed exercise. 3-3-3 anxiety relaxing exercise. You practice. There is another source. There is a YouTube channel, my own channel, Life Key, L-I-F-E, Life K-E-Y Key, Life Key, Dr. Suresh Babu. You go for YouTube and you subscribe. There is a clearly the type of exercise I mentioned, I uploaded. Please subscribe and to watch for more benefits. Dear friends, same as well as this technique you can follow, because elimination and reducing the stress levels. And there are another way. God is given 5 fingers. Everybody have 5 fingers. The first one, thumb. What is this one? Thumb. There is a nervous system is connected. Nervous system is connected. Nervous system is through the thumb. Just why you can press 30 seconds or 60 seconds. You can press the thumb. Your anxiety, your stress, your frustration will be reduced or will be eliminated. That is the first concept. And index finger. What about the index finger? Fears. There is a amygdala. There is a nerve is called amygdala. It can connect it on the brain. When you press 60 seconds or 60 times, your fears can go on, because your nervous system is relaxed. Same as well as what is our third one? Anger. Anger. When you have anger or aggressiveness, just you have to press your fingers, middle finger. You will be relaxed. And same as well as, what about this fourth one? It's a ring finger. Ring finger means past sadness, past disturbances. If you remember that past disturbance, whatever it may be, love failure, financial problem, whatever it may be, just you have to press 60 seconds to your ring finger. And finally, little finger. The little finger represent, it's a self-ego and self-respect. Sometimes we lost self-respect from others. That's why you push the, you can press the little finger. This is the one technique to easily overcome stress and anxiety, easy techniques. Because in this time, youth is on the stress, anxiety. I think most of these years is said to be panic years, panic years. Dear friends, same as well as there is a acupuncture in China and Japanese system. And our Indian system is called wonderful mudras. You apply, just you have to apply. When you have anger and tension, just you have make in this mudra. That is not any religious. That is not a. It is not coincident to any religious. Just this is for nervous system. Just you put 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you will be relaxed. Your mind is relaxed. Everything is relaxed. That's why, dear friends, you can apply. If you are unable to understand or not clarity, you go for my YouTube channel, Life Key. You can subscribe and you can watch more videos. That's why even in this adaptation rate of these online classes, 40 to 50%. Even our eyes are always most of the time in front of the blue screen. To overcome this technique, we have to this technique practice. We know that primary sections. What about the primary sections? Completely failed to adaptation of the online classes. In the we observe in the poor students. What about the poor students? They are unable to purchase laptops, computers, proper internet facilities. It's a very difficulty to promote all the students. It is impossible. Even sophisticated countries like America and Australia, they are also failed to make 90% proper of online classes because the system, the body, the everything, body and mind cannot be supported. There are life system changes in the life system. Already I told you, life is beautiful, life is greatness, life is good one. Life is greater than our profession. Life is greater than our career. And that's why personal, professional, family, social, ethical life, and financial life. Everybody have to divide that. You divide, please divide. Please divide that personal life, professional life, family life, social life, ethical life, financial life. Right now we check in this pandemic time. What about your professional life? Is there going to schools or colleges? No schools, no colleges. That's why our professional life is up and down. What about your social life? It's also failure. What about your ethical life? That means you are going to church or mosque or temple or anywhere. No church, no mosque, no. Just to our final intention, we are living properly that home. And financial life, it's a major problem. Same as well as I observed the one more concept, that financial and economic crisis. Dear friends, financial and economic crisis everywhere, every sector, most of all the sectors troublesome on the financial and economical crisis. There is in our own city, I observed that nearly 21 familiar hotels, not ordinary hotel, 21 familiar hotels, they wind up. They are not impossible to maintain because 21 large hotels are wind up. What about that? Once it is very famous, the hotels, if you have a lot of experience, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, why wind up? Because they can't maintain. Even what about next year? The hotels are coming, or the financial crisis are overcome. It's a dilemma state. And expenditures are increased and increased. Income, what about their income? It's reduced. It is stopped. It is less. Many people, many of the persons, they lost their jobs, their works. Even poverty become rises. BPL rate, below poverty lines, it is increased to nearly 70 crores of Indians, they are entered to the BPL. It's a very sad news. Previously, 30% or 30 crores of people entered in the BPL. Right now, it have to increase to 50% or 60%. Why? Our economic system, financial crisis, everything is lost. Dear friends, the youth, students, everybody have a responsibility to overcome. These are the problems, financial problem, change in the life system also, financial problem also. Dear friends, that's why you have to follow. And same as well as one more technique that is called 2020 rule. 2020 rule means 2020 COVID rule not. This is not COVID rule. This is 2020 rule also. It's a useful. Those who are always on the in front of the blue screen, they are very useful, especially softwares, online, those who are listening on the onlines. It's very useful 2020 rule. What about the 2020 rule? First 20, You watch your TV or whatever it may be, a cell phone or mobile or a laptop, whatever it may be. After 20 or 30 minutes, you have to change, you have to divert your eyes somewhere, not focus the blue light or blue screen. You can turn, you can convert, you can focus it to other way. Or 20 meters distance, you have to watch something, some any item or any article, any instrument you have to watch or any you see. And then again you blink 20 times. Yes, this model you blink 20 times, and again you have to continue, because this is a progress leading. The 2020 rule for is very useful to overcome these type of online classes problem. Every students ought to learn. And finally, I observed that uh, everybody ought to follow, not only child, not only elder, not only student. SMS system. Everybody knows that. Yes, for that is called sanitizer. Sanitizer is a wonderful concept. Previously, nobody knows the sanitizers. Only doctors can be used in the time of operation. Right now, everybody have knows about the sanitizer. Sanitizer is the one of the wonderful to prevent the microorganisms problems, especially virus, bacteria, fungus, algae, everything. That's why using 2 drops or 3 drops or something, it's a very useful, very useful to kill the bacteria. That's why, dear friends, first remember that sanitizer. Wherever you go, you can apply some sanitizer. Not only in this, next sessions also, next year also. And sir, COVID virus is gone, sir. Everybody taken the vaccine. No. After 2 or 3 years, it will be needed. It ought to need. Same as well as mask. Many people, even 64% of the youth cannot wear the masks. It's a style. It's a style. It's a problem. Please, you ought to wear the mask, because there are two sources, two holes. That is, one is called nose, another is called mouth. These are the two sources to promote, to supplement the coronavirus. That's why, dear friends, please stop that to prevent. Wear a mask. Either it may be 5 layers or 6 layers or 3 layers or two masks. Even now it is okay. What about the next variant? Many sources, next variants are changed. It's a Delta variant. It's a very dangerous variant. Even if it come, mask can be saved. Please put the mask, a double mask or 6 layers or whatever it may be. Dear friends, don't forget that things. And same as well as, and one more thing, that social distance. What is social distance? It's a very useful social distance. Right now, social distance, everybody ought to know, ought to follow the social distance. Everybody know that. Don't gather 5 or 6, or don't sit 6 or 7 members in the car or vehicles. It's very difficult. If you are enter into the mob, if you are gathering into any place, at least wear a mask, because it is a very good time. Otherwise, the pandemic is take some revenge to us. Same as well as, dear friends, there is a vaccination. The vaccination is a wonderful concept. Right now, government of India to provide free vaccination to all the Indian youth, all the Indian people, all the citizens above those who are 18. It's so good news to us. Those who are completed 18, they are eligible to make vaccines. Please make forward. If we are increasing to speed up the vaccination, herd immunity come. That's why no problem about that virus. That's why youth don't be avoid that fears. Avoid that fear. India have two type of vaccines right now. That is Covaxin and Covishield. Both are good, effective, and same as well as that Russian vaccine, Sputnik. It's also good, and two more vaccines will be coming very soon. Whatever it may be available, you use the 2 dose, no problem. Even one more thing also. After 2 years, what about that? These type of vaccines can again and again, because that is like one type of injection only. After 2 years, it have to. It's a progress. Everything is 1 year or 2 years. That's why we are always depending SMS, sanitizer, mask, social distance. And one more thing, that what about that youth immunity, to improve the immunity system? Immunity system. Right now, I observed in the youth, they are taking smoke, alcohol, their behavior problem. They are taking alcohol. Many people are addiction on the weeds. So many colleges, how it I reach, I don't know. I can't know, but many colleges, so many engineering colleges, the students are addicted some weeds, drugs also. It's a very sad, it's very bad news to us because you can overcome this type of behavior, this type of behavior. Dear friends, to make immunity, to make better improvement, first of all, expose to sunlight. Every student or every person who are watching this webinar, exposed to sunlight at least morning 15 minutes, evening 15 minutes. Because this sunlight, it have to helping not only D vitamin. Those who are the layman communication, layman voice, only D vitamin is to expose to sunlight on the morning time, evening. No, that's a good. But remaining dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, everything is increased. Everything can be properly by using of sunlight. That's why vitamin D, same as well as dopamine, serotonin, endorphins are helping for this exposed to sun. Don't miss. Even if you miss if you lost on the morning session, you go for evening 5:30 to 7:30, 5:30 to 7 sunset time. That type of race, it can be very benefit to you. Same as well as relaxed sleep. Even so many people are disturbed on the sleep. Relaxed sleep. You go for relaxed sleep. At least 6 to 8 hours of relaxation sleep. Proper food. Even some type of food make anxious behavior. Even you take 3 or 4 packets of chips, your behavior is anxiety because it have carbs, complete of carbohydrates. It's a very dangerous to our nervous system. Dear friends, think it and take plenty of water. Water have self-immunity. Water have immunity power. Water have to completely eliminate or to wash away the virus in our body to have some supportive. And imagination and visualization. According to the views of Einstein, imagination is more powerful than knowledge. According to the views of Napoleon, imagination overrules the world. According to the views of modern psychologists, imagination make miracles. You can imagine 2 minutes imagination. God is given brain by using right side hemisphere. There are some wonderful units in the right side hemisphere. What about their hidden in the right side hemisphere? Positive thinking, emotional, feeling, everything is connected. Daring, immunity power, innovation, creativity, feeling, anxiety control level, depression control level, everything right side hemisphere is hidden. And what about the left side? Listening, speaking, reading, writing, maths, analysis, logic, everything is hidden. The units are hidden. You pull up, you lift up, you rise up, you utilize it. Dear friends, that's why mind is a wonderful source. If you keep a positive, it will be a positive. And same as well as mentally toughness. In this pandemic time, especially some are even last week I observed a family committed suicide. Why? Because the breadwinner of the house, the head of the house, he attacked the COVID. Their family, entire family, they ashamed. They feel ashamed. And same as well as they feel, what about my life? Everything is gone. Most of the people are died. They committed suicide. Everybody is died on the family. What about this one? Why they committed? No problem about these situations. We have problem solving skill. God is given problem solving skill. Right side hemisphere, we have problem solving skill, immunity power. Yes, you utilize that brain. If you can utilize your brain, your immunity can be increased. And regular exercise. There is a wonderful content. Please watch. You go for Google. There is a wonderful article. I think nobody can knows this concept. There is a person. His name is called Maurice Goodman. His name is called Maurice Goodman. Maurice Goodman. Once he crashed on the aeroplane tragedy, and he completely on the sleep, completely on the bed. Nervous system not worked. His nerves are cut. Then after 6 months or 5 months, he imagined regularly, he imagined, yes, I want to strong, I will become strong, I will become strong, everything. After 5 months, he moved. Right now, he's a motivational speaker, he's a renewed and a famous motivational speaker in the USA. Dear friends, these are the concepts. And same as well as regular exercise, a little bit of regular exercise. Please avoid that. Some foods are avoided. Carbohydrates, high level taking, you can avoid because that have make some anxiety. Same as well as cigarette, gutka, smoke, drink, weed. These are the irresponsibility concept because our India is a tropical country. Tropical country, there is no Adaptation, there is no chance to suitable to our body. Anatomically, it is very difficult. That's why, dear friends, you can make. There is a quotation: Mr. Diet, Mr. Quiet, Merryman. These are the secret for happiness. Mr. Diet, Mr. Quiet, Merryman. Without quiet, what about our life? It's a dilemma. Diet, our diet is very, very important. Some people are there very suffered, sir. In this pandemic time, my body I gained 20 kgs, sir. I depressed, sir. In this pandemic, regularly I used to eating something, sir. My weight is overgained, sir. But you think that 70% food is affected on your body, and 30% you take regularly excess. Dear friends, same as well as eliminated the stress and anxiety. Already I mentioned. Already I have a channel, YouTube channel, Life Key, LIFE Life, KEV Key, KEY Key, Dr. Suresh Babu. There are wonderful techniques. This is not time to express that techniques. I have a neuro-linguistic program, wonderful techniques, and hypnotherapy, self-improvement techniques also there. But don't be feel, you can practice, and this is the time to approach to consult psychologist. Many of them that what about psychologist? Why we are meet a psychologist? Why you are approached to psychologist? It's a wonderful concept. They have experience. They have tools to overcome your problem. Better living, joyful living, happy living, because they know they are professionals. There is a quotation in English. I am very happy that quotation. An art of begging we can learn from beggar, not from scholar. An art of begging we can learn from beggar, not from scholar. డాక్టర్ సురేష్ బాబు సార్ దగ్గరికి వచ్చి సార్ నాకు అడుక్కునే విధి నేర్పించండి, ఏ విధంగా నేను అడుక్కోవాలంటే ఐఎమ్ నాట్ ఏబుల్ బికాస్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ ఎ బెగ్గర్. సార్ మైండ్ పవర్ ని ఎలా పెంచుకోవాలా? వస్తున్నాను సార్. ఎస్ ఐఎమ్ రెడీ బికాస్ ఐఎమ్ ఎ ప్రొఫెషనల్. డియర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, దట్స్ వై ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ లివ్ ఆన్ ద పాస్ట్ you are depressed. If you are living the future, you are anxious. If you are living the present, you are happy. What Jesus Christ, he said that you live in the present. మీకు కావాల్సిన ఆహారం ఎవ్రీ డే. దట్ మీన్స్ వాట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫీల్డ్, వాట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఎంజాయ్ టుడే. గాడ్ ఈస్ గివెన్ టుడే. మెనీ పీపుల్ ఆర్ passed away. What about that in the second wave? I observed my friends, many people are, they passed away. My relations, some passed away. So famous people, celebrities, they passed away. But what about that? We are very happily, we are very, very excellent. We are happy. This is the character of gratitude. In this time, we can apply the gratitude character. While we apply the gratitude character, our happiest hormones, 4 happiest hormones are there. What are the 4 happiest? That is called endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. These 4 type of especially happiest hormones can be releasing through the gratitude character. What is gratitude character? Yes, many people are positive. I am living. Why? Because God have a planning, or there is a planning of universal attraction. That's why I am right now, I am alive. Celebration of being alive. You think that, dear friends, you can enjoy. This is the day you are enjoying. You feel enjoy. That's why you can feel, you can, same as well as when you have tension or when you have any disturbance, there is a technique, easy technique, that is called medulla oblongata technique. Medulla oblongata. It's a very useful, very instant technique. When you are stressed, anxiety, whatever it may be, just you pulled backside your head in this model, in this posture. Within 2 minutes, your anxiety, your frustration, your tension, everything can be left. Dear friends, utilize that. Counselings are very effective to improve. Many people, they are coming for, sir, I am preparing for IAS, I am preparing for civils, I am preparing for NEET, because they need counselings also, because sometimes they are troubled of memory, concentration. The psychologists or counselors, they have to express how to improve memory and concentration. Sometimes they are frustrated, they are fear, they have uncertainty. So the counseling is effective working. On the counseling, there are some sessions are there. In my counseling center, in my Sneha counseling center, I have been doing this work past 20 years. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, psychologist, and motivational coach. I applied the neuro-linguistic program techniques. This is not time. Same as well as hypnotherapy techniques. Same as well as some psychotherapy techniques. These are the techniques to improve, to overcome their depression, their stress, their anxiety. It's a chance, dear friends. That's why this webinar, I hope you practice at least 1 or 2 items what I explain. You recognize, you go for your house, You went to your house, you went in the room, you think what Dr. Suresh Babu, senior psychologist, what he taught, what he explained, at least one point it can be helped. What about a single point it can be helped? Past is a noise, present is choice, future is your voice. You can apply. What about your voice? What about you say? What about youth? There are many problems. No, sir, I have some problems about hormones, sexual problems, different deviation, concentration, lack of concentration. Everything can be helping. Even our father, excellent Father Bala Bolinen, is a wonderful, great counseling psychologist. And G. Krishna Rao, you can utilize that services. I'm really once again appreciate the Andhra Loyola Institute Engineering. They provided wonderful counselors. You utilize that. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. You learn from them, because they are professionals. You use that. Dear friends, in this negative impact of the students and way forward. But one thing, there is a future is there. God is with us. Our subconscious is with us. We are on a very good future. But one thing, those who are great means those who are adjustment with the environment. Wearing that mask, use the sanitizer, whatever it may be, atmosphere, environmental, you can learn, you can adapt it, you can go. For example, I will explain a small story. A sad person went to a room, but Dr. Suresh Babu explained some counseling. You observe the room also. There is a room can be make some class for you. Yes, you observe. He observed the roof. The roof said, your goal is high. Your life is high. Don't be bothered. It is on high. And then fan is there. Fan said that cool. You make relax. Every emotion you take relax. Yes, and then he looked into the window. What about the window say? You learn the information from the world. You learn the wonderful information on your subject. You learn the depth from the subject. And what about that floor set? The floor said that when you got on top, you can cool and relaxed. And finally, calendar said you update every day. And clock said that every minute is precious. Your life is precious. And finally, the door said, open the door, fulfill your result, fulfill your achievement, go and say what you have to understand, what your goal you have to fill. That's why counselors are very helpful. Psychologists are very helpful to promote your goals, achieve your successment. This utilize that services. Really, and thank you to once again to Father, especially Bala Bolineni's father, same as well as Director Francis Xavier and our team and those who are attend in this webinar. I'm really thank you to all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Suresh Babu Garu, for your wonderful presentation. Before I say a few words about this, I would like to invite the participants, if you have any questions to ask. So please, you have the hand symbol there. You click your hand symbol, or sir can unmute you, and you can ask your question. So those of you who have questions, any language, so much more comfortable, he would be in English if you would like to ask in Telugu. So if you want to ask in Telugu, feel free to ask the question in Telugu also. ఏ భాష అయినా పర్లేదు. మీరు ప్రశ్న అడగాల్సిన వాళ్ళు చేయిని సింబల్ ఉంది కదా, రేస్ చేయండి. యూ విల్ బి అన్మ్యూటెడ్ and he can answer you briefly. So we will take, sir, just 5 to 10 minutes for questions.
It's okay, sir. So no problem.
Just brief answers would be helpful. Or if you're feeling shy to ask a question, you can also type in the chat box and I can ask on your behalf. సార్, వాళ్ళు అడిగిన మీరు టాక్ లో చెప్పిన విధంగా వాళ్ళు ప్రశ్న వేసే లోపు సమ్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ ప్రాక్టికల్ టెక్నిక్స్, ఈ రోజుల్లో విద్యార్థులందరూ పద్దాక సెల్ ఫోన్ల మీద ఆఫ్లైన్ లో ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి వన్ ఆర్ టూ బేసిక్ ఫోకస్ మీద కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ ఎలా ఇంప్రూవ్ చేసుకోవాలి ఏదన్నా చెప్పగలరా? అది జస్ట్ ఒక టెక్నిక్, ప్రాక్టికల్ టెక్నిక్. లేకపోతే టు ఎనర్జైజ్ అవర్ సెల్స్ కొద్దిగా. ఇందాక చెప్పారు 2020 సో ఐ బ్లింక్ అట్లా 1-2 ఎక్సర్సైజులు ఇస్తే దే కెన్ ఫెయిత్ఫుల్లీ ప్రాక్టీస్ అండ్ గెట్.
First of all, in this pandemic time, there is a lot of problem of concentration and attention. I observed if those who are COVID victims or non-COVID victims, they are very difficult to focus, attention, and concentration. That's why how can we improve? The first one, there is a technique for concentration and attention. Eyelid exercise. That means eyeball exercise. It's very, very useful. Just only 2 minutes, your attention focus can be increased. The first one, clockwise. Your eyes can be moved on the clockwise. Just what I show, you have to practice. Just very, very, very easy. Clockwise, you have to practice. And then anti-clockwise. And you can apply both eyes vertically. And both eyes as a horizontal mode. And both eyes you can apply on the diagonal one, a cross section of diagonal one. And cross section of diagonal 2. This is a wonderful technique to make concentration attention. If you practice 10 times each momentum, it is a better to focus attention and concentration. This is the first technique. And second one, for better concentration attention, take a red lamp, red bulb, red bed lamp. You focus it 2 minutes or 3 minutes. That lamp can be not blue, red bed lamp. It can be promoting easily eye focus. There is one concept of another one technique, neuro-linguistic program technique, eye focus and 180 degrees widening technique. It's a very easy technique. For example, first you have to raise forward your both the index finger in this position. What I keep this position. You observe, you watch both index fingers, left and right index fingers, and you have to expansion. You have to extension straightly. And again you have to put forward. Same you have to focus, your attentive focus. And again rise. You practice after 20 times or 21 times, your both eyes will be connected. What these 180 degrees angles, these sections, who are sitting, what is the object or where that everything is 180 degrees can be, it have to focus attention. It is very useful for the students. Those who are, especially for the blackboard or green board or anywhere, it can be helping. This is a focus, it make focus, attention and concentration. There are many techniques are there, sir. These three techniques, same as well as 20-20 rule and same 3-3-3 rule also useful for.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. I think we have Srujan Deep has a question to ask, and yeah, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are. Go ahead.
Sir, as you have said earlier, many students are lacking focus. It's not that we are not willing to focus, but we are not knowing how to focus on the things, sir. Because we know what to do. I know that I have to open the chapters and I know that I have to flip through the pages and learn the concept. And but the thing which is stopping is something we can call that some force is having some distraction or something like when I want to do meditation, I am unable to focus on things. I know I have to wake up early, but I'm waking 20 to 30 minutes late, and the whole thing is getting disturbed in such a manner. So my problem is that I know what to do, sir, but I'm not knowing how to do. Even though the process, I know I have to do these things in a row, but I'm unable to fulfill, sir, because I think I am lacking in determination.
Okay. Sir, I'm pressing అర్థమైందా?
Yeah, you sir, briefly explain.
ఆయన అడిగిన ప్రశ్న ప్రతి ఒక్క విద్యార్థి ఈ రోజుల్లో వాళ్ళు చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే, నాకు మోటివేషన్ లాగా కాదు, నాకు జీవితంలో జీవించాలని ఉంది, నాకు బాగా చదువుకోవాలని ఉంది, నేను చేయలేకపోతున్నాను. నేను మోటివేషన్ అనేది ఉంది కూడా, నాకు అనిపిస్తుంది మనసులో నేను బాగుపడాలి, నేను బాగా చదువుకోవాలి, నేను మంచి ఉన్నత స్థానానికి వెళ్ళాలి అనే ఆశలు ఉంది. కానీ ఒక డిస్ట్రాక్షన్ వల్ల మెడిటేషన్ చేయమని కూర్చుంటున్నాను, కానీ మెడిటేషన్ లో నాకు చాలా డిస్ట్రాక్షన్స్ వస్తున్నాయి. ఐఎమ్ గెటింగ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ డిస్ట్రాక్షన్స్. హౌ టు ఓవర్కమ్ దోస్ డిస్ట్రాక్షన్స్? సో
Yes.
దిస్ ఇస్ ద సింపుల్ క్వశ్చన్, అండ్ మెనీ యంగ్ పీపుల్ struggle with this.
Actually, there is a in our mind system we have conscious and subconscious mind is there. In your conscious, yes, I want to learn, I want to study, I want to better. But what about your subconscious? Is it coincide or not? If the conscious plus subconscious, both minds can be supportive, your mind can be progressive. And one thing that there is a theory of Thorndike. Everybody knows that Thorndike theory. He said that first one, law of readiness. When whatever you take any course, law of readiness, you will be ready. You will be ready for mentally and physically everything. That is called law of readiness. The second one, law of exercise. You practice. Without practice, nothing. You practice day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. After 21 days, that habit can be adapted for you. Whatever it may be, you take, sir, I'm bored with science, I'm bored with mathematics, means you practice. And the third one, law of effect is there. Third law is law of effect. What are the benefit after finishing this course? What are the benefit after complete this course? What are the useful? You have to imagine that. You can imagine. You practice that. And you said that, sir, I am not focused, attentive means, first of all, you learn the skills, study skills, reading skills. This is very useful. Counselors and psychologists, they have to explain. Many cases I have taken the counselings on the online also, sir. I want to become a IAS officer, but I am unable to make concentration. First of all, you learn the skill. Skill plus will, it leads to 100% success. There is a quotation, skill plus will, it leads to 100% success. Think plus plan plus practice is equal to 100% success. Think plus plan plus practice. Because everything is, Sujandeep is very good. His motto is to become success. But some external characters. What about, first of all, you identify what are the factors can it have to pull back side. This is very important. You identify, then you have to motivate. What are the reasons? For example, if you take a counseling for a counselor, or you take for motivate, study skills, reading skills can be promoting for you. Same as well as you practice, you take a time schedule, make a schedule time. You make a schedule time and you make interest. And finally, effect of law of effect. Yes, I have wonderful laws. You imagine what are the benefit of the course. You write. When you write practically, your mind can be supported. You practice it. And also you said that sometimes meditation, sometimes my mind is not support, means neuro-linguistic program said your body and the mind will be the same unit. Your body and mind will be the same unit. Otherwise, it is very difficult. You have to control. Everybody have control. If you are unable to control, means some hormones, some disturbances in your mind. Most of the children are this type. But you are change the environment. How the other people, how other motivated. మీ చుట్టూ ఎవరున్నారు, నీ చుట్టూ డిమోటివేట్ చేసే ఉంటే నువ్వు మోటివేట్ కాలేకపోతావు. వాడిని చూసి ప్రతి నిమిషం మోటివేట్ అవ్వాలి. అందరూ అలా ఉన్నారు అనుకోండి, కోతులంటికి మూతులు ఒకటే, సేమ్ కోతులు అనుకుంటే వర్కౌట్ కాదు. అందుకని నిన్ను నువ్వు మోటివేట్ చేసుకోవాలి. అందుకని సెల్ఫ్ మోటివేషన్ ఇస్ ద వెరీ 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 ఇంపార్టెంట్. డెఫినెట్ గా ఇఫ్ వన్ కెన్ డూ, ఎవ్రీబడి కెన్ డూ. కొంతమంది చాలా సిన్సియర్ గా వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు, వాళ్ళని మనం ఎందుకు ఐడెంటిఫై చేసుకోలేకపోతున్నాం? చాలా ఎక్కువ మంది ఇలా ఉన్నామని కాదు, వీ హ్యావ్ టు చేంజ్. అదేవిధంగా మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ఎస్పెషలీ ఇలా ఉండడానికి కారణం వాళ్ళలో ఉన్న యాంగ్జైటీ, స్ట్రెస్ లెవెల్స్ కూడా కారణం అవుతుంది. దట్ చెక్ అండ్ మేక్ ఇట్ టర్న్ ఓవర్ అండ్ టర్న్ ఇట్ అండ్ సే మానిటర్ ఇస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. స్టూడెంట్స్, very very important point. From morning 4 to 9 o'clock, this is the wonderful time to capture the brain memory concept from morning 4 to 9. And again evening 5 to 9. మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నామంటే స్టూడెంట్స్ 5 to 9 ని పక్కన పెడుతున్నాం, మార్నింగ్ 4 నుంచి 7 పక్కన పెట్టి మనం ఎట్టబడితే అట్ట పిచ్చి పిచ్చి టైం చేస్తాం. Yes, this is the wonderful time, because on that time our brain have alpha waves. These alpha waves can be supporting to increasing, to motivate. Even you can observe that prayers are done on the alpha waves, morning time. Puja are done on morning time. Meditation, self-hypnosis, everything is done. Yoga, everything is done on the morning time. That's why you utilize that. From morning 4 to 9 is a wonderful time. You can read, you can utilize that. Same as well as evening 5 to 9 after. Remaining, what about afternoon? When you study in the afternoon, your mind have beta waves are there, not alpha waves. You are disturbed, you are deviated, you are disturbed. That's why make the time and make the environment, make the schedule, motivated people. Those who are demotivated people means you have to eliminate, you have to separate. And what about your goal? Goal setting, fix the goal. What about your goal? Why you came? What is the purpose? Why you joined in this best college? And it will be work for you. Same as well as I shall again repeat, There are number of useful videos. I think nearly 210 videos I present on the YouTube live key channel. Live key. Please subscribe. Many videos are supportive and useful. First of all, you thanks to Andhra Loyola Institution because they are promoting this type of useful content for you. Right.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I think it's almost 7:20, so we will wind up there. Dear sir, thank you very much. You have done a fabulous job. First of all, we are very happy. Your presentation is very simple. Very simple. You have taken up the very simple concepts that most of us go through in life. So you also have given us points of improvement based on very simple things that on a daily basis we have to follow. So my dear participants, sometimes we think when sessions like this are going to change my life. The sessions like this can only facilitate a certain way forward for us. So when Sar was mentioning about the basic things about life that we are going through and how to handle about our own life, he was telling Manchinil Dagandi, sun protection, sun తీసుకోండి వేడి డి వైటమిన్ కి రెగ్యులర్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ చేయండి ఇవన్నీ మనకు తెలియవా అనుకోవచ్చు మనం. We might think that we know all of those things. It is true. We all know many of the things that he mentioned are very natural things that we are aware of. We don't need big Einstein principles or formulas to achieve that success in our life. But the problem is that we are not able to practice them. So the three laws are very important for us. The law of readiness, I would also say the readiness is nothing but the desire. The great desire in your heart. Do I really wish that for me? I want to do my engineering subjects very well. So for that, do I have a desire? It's important to ask. I want to improve my communication skills. Do I desire for it? I want to build up my body. Do I have a desire for this? I want to improve a skill of writing. Do I have a desire for it? So you have to have that principle of SWOT. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What are the opportunities? And you have to find out for yourself. So then you practice those desires. Yes, I desire for this. I practice. ఇంట్లో అమ్మ ఈరోజు బిర్యానీ రాను అనుకో, నీకు చాలా డిజైర్. Yes, I want to enjoy the biryani. So you are going to practice by going to eat. You eat it and you are going to enjoy it. And the effect is happiness, that you enjoyed a nice biryani today. So those few things are very important, very important. What goes inside is very important. That's what we have to check. What goes inside of us will come out. The type of food that we eat, the type of thinking that we have, the thoughts that go inside of me is very important. And that is going to determine the action part of it. So thank you very much, sir, for giving us some practical tips and also giving us the practical exercises, some of them that can be practiced. But if I practice it in a very systematic way, I give time for this and I do those exercises with pressing things with the 5 fingers. He is mentioning that. So you can do a little more study. Don't in a 1 hour session, we can only give immediate tips. So go back if you like something that touched you something or inspired you something, go back into it and spend more time on this. You do not need to take everything of the session. It would be too much for us, but we sincerely advise you to pick up 1 or 2 that disturb you in your life. What 1 or 2 things that I want to change for better. Just hold on to those 1 or 2 things. Not many. So put your heart and soul to that. I make a decision today. I will try to work on this. You need help? You have your counselor, you have your staff members, you have your mentors. Any one of us are willing to support you. As Sir has beautifully said, the counseling or the seeking help is very important and you should never feel ashamed. So please give great amount of work for your counselor who is there. Father Francis has appointed a full-time counselor that most institutions do not have. So do not feel any hesitant. Go back to your counselor and say, sir, I want to speak to you. Don't worry about language and don't worry about confidentiality. Nothing would be revealed. Make use of the opportunities that are given to you so that you are better helped. and you are going to better your own life. So once again, dear sir, for all the help that you have given us in this 1 hour time, we are ever grateful. So hopefully we'll continue to work in the days to come. And we wish you all the very best. We wish you all the very best. And you are doing an important and wonderful job. నెల్లూరు చిన్న ప్రాంతాల్లో కూడా ఇటువంటి మానసికంగా ఎంతో మంది ఇబ్బందులు పడుతున్న సమయంలో ఇటువంటి సేవలు చాలా అవసరము. ఇటువంటి సేవల్ని మనం ఇంకా ఎక్కువగా పెంపొందిస్తూ మనం మంచి చేయడానికి కృషి చేస్తూ ఉండాలని ఆశిస్తూ ఉన్నాను. మీకు మీ కుటుంబానికి దేవుని యొక్క ఆశీస్సులు. So dear friends, this is the first we began. And as the days go by, every Thursday 6 to 7 we will have different speakers like this coming, and next week we have something on family wellness in the pandemic. After that we have stress management, how to manage the stress in our life, and the last week of this month we will have dealing with grief and anxiety, depression in our life. So these are the practical sessions we'll have by other eminent speakers. So keep watching and try to promote this, let many people get benefit out of it. And Father Francis, would you like to say anything if you are there? Yeah. Okay. Francis? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for everything. And thank you all once again, all the participants. Have a lovely evening. Good night.
Yes, sir. Good night, sir.